God is with me. God is in me. I am called to love. I am called to serve. Everywhere I am, everywhere I go, I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. God is in me. I am holy. God is in me. I am holy. Everything I am, everything I do is an expression of God, is a reflection of God. I am faithful, and I am powerful, in everything I am, in everything I do. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. God is in me. I am holy. God is in me. I am holy. I am holy. Sing that with me. I am holy. Again. I am holy. I am holy. Sing this too. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. God is in me. I am holy. God is in me. I am holy.
So I love it when she asks us to sing it with her, because you can feel that vibration of that truth going through your body. And I don't know about you, but that lifts me up. It makes me really be able to get some kind of concept of the truth that's in there, although we don't seem to always get all of it, do we? We do our best, and we work hard at it. We know that there's only one presence and one power, and that presence and power lives within us, through us, and as we allow it. And so we open ourselves to that, and we can do that with music, which is an awesome way to do it. So let's affirm that, our opening statement. Let's take a look at that and affirm it together. There is only one presence, one power, and one activity, God, the good, omnipotent. And the prayer for our church, keeping in mind, as always, our mission to love the soul, light the mind, lift the heart, and heal the body, which this place does so well for us. And keeping that in mind, let's say this prayer for our church together. Bless the work of our church, O Lord. Let our ideals be true. Let our efforts be helpful. Let our words be filled with healing. Let our attitude be joyful. Let the stranger find true welcome and remain as friend. For the Father draws his beloved to this place in his name. Let love and understanding among all people establish peace in our world. Father, Mother, God, we thank you. Now I invite you to bring to mind one or two other people that you'd like to hold in prayer today. And as you do so, behold the truth of their being, the Christ in them. That's what that I am holy is all about. I am the hands and feet of God because I am a Christ of God. So keeping that in mind and holding that in a vision for those that we hold in prayer today, let's say this together. As I behold the Christ in you, I see you happy, healthy, prosperous, loving, and beloved, going forth joyously to meet your good. And so we hold this vision of them moving forward in their lives one step at a time, embracing the good that lies before them right now in this moment, knowing that there is more to come. There is always more. There is always, always more. Amen. And now I invite you to join us in our hymn for today, which you'll find on the cream-colored insert in your bulletin. On back of I Choose Love, and today's hymn is
Greater Good of All. I am here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all, greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. Oh, you are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, greater good of all. Oh, we are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all.
all right. If you take a look in your bulletin, you'll see all the great things that are going on around here. We are having our sound healing event next Sunday, so we're very excited about that. Our very own Angelo Rizzo is conducting that. Is going to be an experience. We're going to be learning to play the singing bowls. We're going to be learning how to use a tuning fork. We're going to be learning, we're going to be able to experience his wonderful sound healing table. And so this is going to be a wonderful event. It's from 12 to 1:30 p.m. We're going to have just a short little fellowship first before that, just with some coffee and some light refreshments. And then we're going to be going right into the sound healing. So when you come into the room, you may see that it's already been set up when you come in for service. So that's okay. Just sit where the chairs are, like you always do, and all will be well. And we'll be looking forward to that. There's a suggested love offering of $30 for that, and Angelo is graciously contributing all of that to Unity Church of Christ. So we're very grateful for him for doing that. Norma's Book Club is continuing. 12 Powers in You is on Monday, June 2nd. Oh, let me back up for a minute. Also next Sunday, when we're doing this Lifeline event, we're going to be asking people to stay afterward to help us clear the room because Lifeline is coming on Wednesday. And they need to have the space to bring in all of their medical equipment and everything. And if you haven't signed up for that yet, you probably still can. If you have anybody in your family who you think might benefit from it, it is a screening that for early detection, and there's testing that's done here for that. They're giving a discounted price to anyone who registers through Unity Church of Christ, so you can do that on the link in your bulletin, and this link that's given, the link that's also in your blast, which is way easier because you can just click on that. So, and there's also a flyer in that blast if you'd like to share that with family and friends. So just a little note that we're going to be setting up for that, and then we're going to be resetting the room on Thursday for Sunday service. So there's a lot happening next Sunday. It's also Membership Sunday next Sunday. So we're also really excited about that as well. So don't miss out. Next Sunday is going to be a full day. Then Norma's Book Club is going to be on Monday from 6 to 7:30, 12 Powers in You, on the disciple for June, which is Bartholomew, the disciple that represents our Faculty of Imagination. Creating Beloved Community, that is scheduled for Tuesday, June 3rd, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So come on in on that. If you need any of the backup work, the videos have been sent out, and the past preparation work is on the table in the narthex. You can pick that up if you don't have it already. Then Lifeline screening on Wednesday. Groundskeeping in-service is next Saturday, June 7th, from 9 to 2 to 12. So come on in and bring your gardening gloves and come and get your hands dirty and fellowship with us while we work in the yard. Then we are also having a very important mid-year community meeting with our board of directors on June 22nd, immediately after the service. That will be in person and on Zoom. So we'll give you a few minutes, those of you who are going to come in with us virtually, to get off and then jump back in on Zoom, which we will have already set up here in the sanctuary and waiting for you guys to come on in with us so we can begin the meeting. And then we have, don't forget about our ongoing social action ministries. We have Adopt-A-Box, which has evolved from our lotions and potions, instructions for that, and a sample box and a sample bag, because there's two ways you can do it, are out in the narthex on the table. And then also we have our Critter Corner out there where we're collecting food and anything related to animals that we can give to animal rescue. So it's not just pets, it's all animals. And things that we can give to animal rescue, that we can also give to animal shelters that are for pets and things like that as well. So for ideas about that, there's a list out on the narthex also. And I think that's everything. Am I missing anything?
No, you did say that groundskeeping was next Saturday.
Oh, my bad. Not really bad, just a little mistake there. Groundskeeping's not next Saturday. It's a week from Saturday. So it's like 2 weeks from now. So yeah, well, it's June 7th. Okay, thank you. So I think that's everything. So I'll ask Joan to come on up and read from the daily word that is pertinent to today's lesson.
Today's daily word is I am that I am, which comes from Saturday, May 30th, 1953. And our affirmation is, I am that I am. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. You can find this affirmation on the inside cover of your bulletin. Let's affirm it together. I am that I am. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Memorial Day is an appointed time for remembering those who gave their lives in the service of their country. And it has become a day when people remember and honor all dear ones who have passed. Memorial Day should not be a day of sadness, but a day of rededication, a day of new faith, a day of new spiritual vision. God's words to Moses stand as the greatest memorial of all. I am that I am. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial for all generations. As you think of those you love today, and as you pray for others who need strength and help today, Know that there is no separation in God, that divine love is eternal, unchanging, forever enfolding us. Know that in spite of human experiences, truth speaks from the heart of all, saying, I am. I have always been. I shall always be. I am the Alpha and the Omega, who is and who was and who is to come, the Almighty. Our Bible verse is from Exodus chapter 4, verse 14. I am that I am. And again, our affirmation is, I am that I am. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations.
Thank you, Joan. So most of us know that Memorial Day emerged after the Civil War as communities began to decorate the graves of the fallen soldiers. And it was originally called Decoration Day. And then, after World War I, it was expanded to honor those who died in all American wars. And then somewhere along the line, I guess maybe because people were already going to the cemeteries to honor the fallen soldiers, it also became a time where they began to remember all of those who they had loved and lost. Not that we really lose them, we know that, but you get what I mean. The world has changed a lot over the years. And yes, much has changed since COVID, but think of all that changed after 9/11. All the new security measures, including the Real ID that we've been hearing so much about now lately. And 9/11 also brought to light so many, in addition to our military, who put their lives on the line for us every day. The police officers and firefighters and paramedics. And I often think of the innocent people who were in the towers and the Pentagon who have been memorialized, and especially those who made a conscious choice to ditch the plane that went down in Shanksville, knowing that they were giving their lives to save others. Our daily word says that Memorial Day should not be a day of sadness, but a day of rededication, a day of new faith, a day of new spiritual vision. God's words to Moses stand as the greatest memorial of all. I am that I am. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial to all generations. And when we say that, it means something else, doesn't it? It means something deeper within us. I am that I am. I am is God in us, the indwelling Lord of life, love, wisdom, and all the ideas eternally in divine mind. It's the metaphysical name of our spiritual self, as distinguished from our human self, which has a narrower concept of I am from personality than what it is in big R reality. So this is the name of God in us forever, and a memorial to all generations because its infinite love, life, wisdom, and all that is in divine mind works in and through us. Its home is in the realm of divine ideals, so it can never be killed or destroyed. So with this claim, I am that I am, the law was given to Moses. And it was given to him as 10 Commandments, which then was to be the foundation for the evolution of consciousness into a new law, as taught by Jesus, a law of oneness, which we could also call the law of divine love. Jesus came to teach us a law of love. God and I are one. God and you are one. We, bigger out than just in here, we are one. Whatever we do to another, we do to ourselves, whether we realize it or not. God is, I am. This is the greatest memorial of all, and it lives within us as love. It's no longer an eye for an eye like it was in the Old Testament. It's love one another. It's an evolution of consciousness that is still evolving because we haven't all got there yet. As consciousness evolves, so do we, and laws change. Not divine law, because it can never change, but the laws of human understanding change. Countries all over the world have holidays in which they honor their fallen, even those countries which we in America might see as enemies. Yet Jesus taught, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. For he makes the sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. So love your enemies. Why? Because I am love. And he didn't say anything about allowing people to willfully hurt us or another either. Okay? We're to extend our love in the form of compassion, understanding, and forgiveness, yet we must do it with wisdom, with self-awareness, and a commitment to our own well-being as well as that of others. Blindly putting ourselves in harm's way does not serve. Letting our emotions rule does not serve. And protecting our well-being and those we care for are also expressions of love. So, we live in this place sometimes that's hard to be in. Love doesn't require us to sacrifice ourselves, though sometimes we may make that choice, and we know there are those who have. Love is about finding balance between extending compassion and providing protection. And there are those who make the conscious choice to be protectors of our good, even knowing that their lives are on the line in doing it. So love your enemies is a very complex lesson. In the book of Matthew, one of the Pharisees, a perceived enemy of Jesus, and yet, the little aside here, for Jesus to do what he came to do, the scribes and enemies would have to play their part, right? The scribes and Pharisees would have to play their part, right? For it to happen. Even Judas had to play his part for it to happen. Does that make them enemies of Jesus? Or abettors, supporting him in the achievement of his purpose? I don't have an answer for that. That's food for thought for you. Anyway, this Pharisee in the book of Matthew tries to put Jesus on the spot by asking, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment, and a second like it is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments, the whole law hangs and the prophets. The whole law. And what is the fulfillment of the law? Love. Love is a fulfillment of the law. It comes down to love, but not love on a personal level. Love is the highest good of all. The Ten Commandments were laid down as a foundation for a higher understanding of love and oneness. I am that I am. I am called to love. I am called to serve. I am called to be the hands and feet and living face of God. We are called to this purpose, to love God and our neighbor, and yet we are not all called to fulfill it in the same way. Ralph Waldo Trine was an American New Thought writer, a philosopher, and an animal welfare activist in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And he was greatly influenced by the writings of Ralph Waldo Emerson. I don't know if he was named after him or not, but he has the same name. And so in turn, his writings had a great influence on many of his contemporaries, including Ernest Holmes and I'm going to imagine Charles Fillmore and a lot of others who were just, all in there together at that time. And Mr. Trine wrote a well-known book entitled In Tune with the Infinite. You might have heard of it. You might have read it even. In this book, Mr. Trine asks some interesting questions, and I quote, "Is to love our neighbor as ourselves only to do so when it suits us? Yes, we must stand up for our values and our way of life, and we must also do so for another, as this country often does for other countries. And what about the country of our mind and heart? What are we truly standing for there? Are we living in truth or in a far country?" Let those who have ears hear. Are we looking at some people as our enemy instead of our brother? Even when my brother is living as a lost soul, is he my enemy? Yes, there are times in life when we may be in a position of having to defend ourselves and or the people and values of our country, the people that we love, And in doing so, we must question the country or the state of our mind and heart and what we're truly standing for, and whether we are living in truth or even what it means to be living in truth. And how does love play into all this, especially for those who are sent to defend not only our values and ways of life, but those of other countries? For those who are sent to defend us from foreign invasion or from invasion right in our own backyard. For those who are sent from who are being fired upon, by other nations or by other people who live right here, where we live. Or even if they're out there protecting us from fire itself. Or those who run into the fire to take care of the wounded and the injured. It all has to take some kind of a higher form of love, I think. In the wise words of our brother, greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. In the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, our co-founder, Charles Fillmore, states, human love is based on personality and is selfish, lawless, and fickle. In reality, there's only one love. When man expresses divine love in limited ways, he makes a separation in consciousness, and his expression of love is personal instead of universal. It's not divine love. It's personal. So, in other words, if a man says, I love God and hates his brother, he's a liar. For if he doesn't love his brother, who he sees, how can he love God, whom he cannot see? Who is in there? It's in there. It's in your brother. You can't see it. It's still in there. How is I am that I am going to manifest in, through, and as me if I cannot love my fellow human beings? All of them. All of them. Yeah, human love is flawed. And yet it doesn't have to be if we tap into our divinity, the I am of our being. I think when we're aligned with the truth of our being, our expression of love can be divine on a personal level and universally. Are we there yet? I don't think so. Unity teachings focus on agape love, divine love, which is selfless and unconditional. It's about recognizing the inherent divinity in all people, even the difficult and challenging ones, even the ones who are coming at us, who want to destroy us. Divine love as the true I am love is impersonal. It loves for the sake of loving. It's not concerned with who or what it loves, nor is it concerned with a return of love. Divine love makes the sun rise on the evil and the good and sends rain on the just and the unjust. In Buddhism, there's a focus on cultivating a similar love called metta, which is a universal love that extends to all beings. It's a state of goodwill and loving kindness, wishing others happiness and well-being without expectation or attachment. Metta is seen as a path to liberation and a crucial aspect of spiritual growth. A selfish, boundless love characterized by compassion, joy, and equanimity, rather than the attachment-driven love that we seem to have in our relationships with people. And so it emphasizes compassion as a part of love because it's our ability to feel the suffering of others and to want to alleviate it. That's what compassion is. That's why it's a key component of love. Metta and agape love are bigger than personal love, something that the families of our fallen military and other heroes all know all too well. They know it all too well. They partnered with another person knowing that they were going to live their lives from that bigger love. A love that also, for those who gave their lives, it also, for them, encompassed their love for their families and their country. It was big. And truly, these brave families who live with the results of that bigger love, that some of the results that can come from that, for better or worse, also need to be recognized and memorialized. We need to remember them and all those who were left behind as their loved ones gave all for their country, their neighbors, their families, and friends. Bob Dylan once said, "I think of a hero as someone who understands the degree of responsibility that comes with his freedom." That's really, think about that. A hero is someone who understands the degree of responsibility that comes with his freedom. I think that statement not only includes those who have given their lives, but their families as well. And perhaps we need to keep it in the forefront of our own country, the country of our mind and heart, as we endeavor to live through the I am of our being with the same depth of purpose and love they do through theirs. A story was shared with me about something that happened at a local Memorial Day ceremony. There was an older gentleman sitting just off to the side, not in the crowd, but close enough to hear. And he had brought a well-worn lawn chair, you know, the kind with that woven fabrics that starts to shred. And it was kind of tilted a little bit. It wasn't sitting straight anymore. And he sat apparently with a quiet dignity, wearing a baseball cap embroidered with the name of his ship from decades ago. And when the music played and the speeches began, he got very still. He didn't fidget. He didn't take out his phone. He just listened like it mattered. And when the color guard passed by, he stood slowly and removed his cap and held it over his heart like he was holding something fragile, something sacred. Afterwards, someone went over to him and thanked him for his service, and he smiled and said, "I come every year, not because I like ceremonies, but because remembering teaches me how to live better the rest of the year." He packed up his chair and he added, "We make a lot of noise these days, but days like this help me remember the quiet things, like courage, duty, and keeping promises. Perhaps like the power of I am that I am made to be the love, hands, feet, and living face of God, called to serve in my own way, and to remember and be grateful to those who have given the ultimate service of love. We are all called to serve. Not always in the same ways, no. And it's not always easy to serve either. As a matter of fact, it can be darn right trying. And yet the rewards will always outweigh the trials when I stand in love and the I am that I am made to be. And so now I'd like us to take a few moments to just get quiet and think about how we are called to love, how we are called to serve, how you are called to love and serve as an individual. And to remember those who answered the ultimate call with their precious servant's heart. So just begin to become comfortable and breathe. And allow that breath to connect you to your beingness. That within you that is greater. Allow your heart to open to this moment, for this is the only moment that there truly is. And begin to feel your oneness with all that is through your breath. And then allow that feeling to expand beyond yourself to those in this room as we all share that one breath. One life, where there is only one presence, one power, one activity of life, one activity of love. And as you continue to feel your oneness, let your heart open even wider to include all those who may not be here with you, those in your circle of life, family and friends, neighbors. Even those with whom you may feel you have a loss. And then begin to think about those who you do not know, who have given all for you to live the life you live. With each breath I take, I open my heart to love. In the quiet and the stillness, I listen to the sounds of life around me. The breathing of the one next to me. The singing of the birds outside. And I remember and I honor all those who have given the ultimate gift of love and service. I behold the Christ in them, the gift of their I am to me, to this country, truly to the world. I open my mind and heart to the I am of my being, and how I am called to serve as an expression of love in the world. I turn within and ask, what would you have me do? And I listen for the answer of the still small voice in my soul. And the treasured gift that will make my life whole. And the answer comes. I am that I am. This is my name forever. And this is my memorial to all generations. I am that I am. That within which calls me to serve as only I can serve. So that I will love and I will be the hands and feet of God. There is a power within me to bring harmony and healing to all that I touch. A power that sees the good in life. The unifying, harmonizing, binding power of love. A love that runs deeper and wider than I even know. And yet I know. I know. I am that I am. Here to love and to serve. It may not always be easy. Yet I know deep within that as I seek my sacred place in the world, I am endowed with the gifts of spirit to guide me, to protect me, to provide me with all I need to fulfill my divine purpose. I think again of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice of love, so that I may have the opportunity to be the presence of love I am made to be. And I am truly grateful as I honor and remember their I am. A memorial, a tribute to all generations. Amen.
I remember as a small child, and all through the years of growing up, when chaos swirled around me, your calming presence found me, and I could feel your love.
And I remember asking, what would you have me do?
You whispered into my soul, this gift will make your life whole. This treasure is for you, and you will love.
You will love.
And you will lead.
You will lead.
And you will be my hands and feet, a guiding star with your servant's heart.
No, this heart can still be broken, and sometimes it may bleed, but when it's kind and open, this life that you have chosen will give you all you need.
Yours will be the path less traveled as you seek your sacred place. But even when it's painful, ask one of my angels. You'll find amazing grace, and you will love.
You will love.
And you will lead.
You will lead.
And you will be my hands and feet, a guiding star with your servant's heart.
There'll be days you'll feel like giving up.
Take the time to fill your cup.
Take care of you.
And you will love. And you will lead. And you will be my hands and feet, a guiding star with your servant's heart. Your precious servant's heart.
Your precious servant's heart. So as you leave here today for whatever comes next, your barbecues or celebrations with family or whatever you're going to do, just remember what it's really about. And take with you this idea of divine love, agape love, and how over many years and many ways it's been demonstrated to preserve our highest good and the highest good of all. And stand in the truth of that I am by being the love that you are in honor of those who have given the ultimate service of love for your freedom. So that you can be that expression of love in a country that allows you to do so. And have a blessed, blessed week. And now I invite you to join us in the affirmation of abundance that is in your bulletin. As you take your gifts in your hands and your heart and bless them with this affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And feel how that sounds bigger now than it did before. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give, and all that I receive. And for this I am grateful. And so let's affirm this again together as one, using the pronouns us and we. Divine love through us blesses and multiplies all that we give and all that we receive. And we see these gifts so lovingly and generously given going to further the Christ-based teachings within each individual here, within our communities, within our world as we live and exemplify them with all that we are. And for the honor and privilege of being a part of this movement of spirit that we know and love as Unity Church of Christ, we are truly grateful. Amen. Now I invite you to join me in choosing love and the prayer for protection.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One choice unites us. Let this be the one. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love.
Please join us in the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. For wherever we are, God is. And where God is, all is well. And I see you embracing these truths, knowing that they are your truth, embodying them and living them in honor of all of those who gave the ultimate for us. Amen.
everywhere I go. God is with me, and God is in me. I am called to love. I am called to serve. Everywhere I am, everywhere I go, I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. God is in me, I am holy. God is in me, I am holy. Everything I am, everything I do is an expression of God, is a reflection of God. I am faithful. Powerful. In everything I am, in everything I do, I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. God is in me, I am holy. God is in me, I am holy. I am holy. I am face of God. I am the hands, I am the feet, I am the living face of God. Is in